Hey guys, Rick with RallySport Direct here, bringing you another video blog update on our Albino Rhino. Where we left off on our last video, well, we had a bunch of parts we installed on the car. We had some few criticisms on YouTube, so we decided to change the format up. We really hope you guys like it. So, starting with the front of the car, you can't see it. Inside the engine bay, we actually installed the Grimspeed oil cap and the battery tie down, and they are phenomenal. They are a numbered unit, which is pretty cool, so they're limited production. So if you want one, get on it right now, because they will run out. Next up, we've got the Cusco engine mount and rear diff mount. I guess I should call it the rear diff brace because that's technically what it is. It actually secures the rear diff to the rear cross member. These are fantastic. I mean, if you're looking for a really raw feel, they are very noisy, they're very harsh. But oh, do they add to the car. It finally made the car feel like what I wanted it to be, which was, you know, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more raw, a little bit more direct, very responsive, and it did exactly that. So I'm just super pleased with it. We also installed a nameless cross pipe, or I guess you could call it an overpipe, with the mid pipe. That really brought out a lot of sound on this car. Before we had the Nvidia one on there, which I really liked, and that was a catted piece. We switched that out for the nameless one, and that had the overpipe on it. And I don't know if it's the material it's made out of or what, but it just really added a whole bunch of nice sound to the car, which is fantastic. So we finally got the sound to where we want it to be, and we're still using the stock headers. And a lot of times people think we've got aftermarket headers on the car, and it just sounds that good. So I'm very pleased with that. And for stopping power, to help combat the well-known brake fade issue, we added the Brembo Big Brake Kit front and rear. Front, we've got 6-piston, 355 by 22 millimeter rotor, beautiful coated white, made in Italy, gigantic. How can you not love it? Just take a look at these. In the rear, 4-piston, 345 by 28 millimeter rotor, just absolutely gorgeous. There's nothing you can't like about these brakes. Yes, it's overkill. Yes, we don't need it for what we do for the car, but why not? They're just beautiful. And for suspension, we went with the new Kane Street Flex coilover. They are amazing, easy to install, easy to adjust. Not only did we want better handling, but we also wanted better looks, and we got exactly that with these beautiful wheels. We got that nice stance look, and the car handles amazingly well, and with all the adjustments in it, we can really dial it into our preference. Not only that, but they just look amazing. I mean, just check them out. You've got the classic tame green on that black threaded body. It just looks phenomenal, and everything is super high quality from top to bottom. You've got the anodized aluminum top hats, coated steel going all the way down. Everything on it just looks phenomenal. There's nothing more you could want out of a set of coilovers. And for looks and a little bit of an aerodynamic advantage, we added the APR Carbon Fiber goodies to this car. So we've got the APR Carbon Fiber front brake ducts that we haven't yet had a chance to plumb in, but they do have that kit out there, which is just a phenomenal kit for anybody going out to the track. The APR Carbon Fiber side skirts, just gorgeous on the car. They absolutely complement the body lines, everything about the car. I feel like something like this should come stock with these cars just because they look that good. And then of course the APR rear bumper extensions. Now the carbon fiber itself is just beautiful. The weave in it is perfect, beautiful clear coat. Everything about them is just flawless. And not only that, but they fit like OEM, which is amazing from a carbon fiber part. Usually you're trimming, adjusting, you know, molding them to fit, but these just literally like they were supposed to be on the car from the factory. You literally just screw them in and you're done. It's an amazing piece, and just look at the quality. It's just beautiful. And to dress up our Albino Rhino just a little bit, we decided to add these beautiful yellow Laminex headlight covers. Nice protective film, easy to install, and they just look fantastic. And to give the Albino Rhino a little bit more of a growl, we decided to go with the Nvidia Q300 exhaust with the titanium tips. Now, of course, I had to go with the titanium tips. Why? Because they're gorgeous. Just look at them. They really fill up that rear valence very nice, and they just look very clean on the car, almost like an OEM plus item. They fit extremely well. Everything on it sounds great, bolts up just like stock. It's just a wonderful exhaust all around. With all these mods on the car, the driving dynamics really change, and of course for the better. Not only is the car more raw, but also way more fun. It really feels like a true car should. Sure, you get the vibration, the noise, the harshness, but I wanted that out of this car. The little Albino Rhino needs to grow a horn and really start charging. We still have some tricks up our sleeves for some more mods on it. It's not particularly fast right now, but it drives amazingly well, exactly how I wanted it to be from the factory. I'm extremely happy with it. It feels very direct, very responsive, shifts are immediate. We no longer get the engine torquing and the rear diff hopping because we added those Cusco engine mounts and the Cusco rear brace, so everything is locked in the way it should be. Now, of course, you know, you get a lot of vibration just cruising down the road, but when you're having fun with the car, you realize why you did these mods, and it makes for a beautiful driving experience. It's almost unreal how it feels. It's a very good combination between a raw race car and a very tame street car, and we got it right there in the middle where we want it. It's just fantastic. So if you have any questions, hit us up. I'd love to answer them for you. It's all the time we've got for you today. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see you next time.